Hey guys, Joseph James here. I want to give you more information about one of the proprietary indicators offered to our Lifetime Advance members, and we call this indicator the line levels indicator. Now, as you guys know, the line levels, the levels that we use, the price levels we use with our methodology is one of the secrets to our success. And these price levels, we use multiple time frames to define major levels of support and resistance. We go over them live in the trade room every morning. Our members are trained in this extensively on how to do this themselves. But I want to give you more information about how to set this stuff up and some of the parameters that you guys want to look at. Now, to start with, I'm using a chart here of the euro. Now, I'll zoom in here, the lower left-hand corner. I want you guys to see the parameters that we use here on this indicator. Now, this is important how you guys set it up, and then I'll show you guys how it works. Most important thing is under file name, you want to make sure you have the correct symbol. So, of course, the euro symbol is 6E. If this was the DAX, then of course the file name would be FDAX. If this was gold, then of course the file name would be GC. So make sure the file name has the symbol in there. Now, if you don't put the symbol in there, you run the risk of losing these price levels throughout the day when you toggle back and forth between different symbols or different markets. Now, as you guys can see, I've made this a red line here with the width of 4. So I want it to really stand out. So nice thick width, nice big bold color of red. And of course, I use an Arial an Arial font about size of 14. So as you guys can see, the font 14, width of 4, okay, the color of red. But the most important thing here is that you want to make sure that file name is the correct symbol name. Now, of course, as you guys can see, I've got auto scale off. Everything is pretty much false here. You guys can see this for yourself and make sure that yours matches mine. Now that once you have it done here properly, right now what you want to do is go in and start adding these levels. I'm going to start with my slower time frame first, and of course I'm going to go ahead and use some example here. These of course won't be actual price levels, but you guys can see the point that I want, the illustration I want to make here. I'm going to go here and of course use my horizontal line button, and this will of course add a horizontal line here to this chart. Now, once I add this horizontal line, I hit the F5 button, and the F5 button, as you can see, will place a label there. Now, we have it saved properly. So once I see a label, I know that I've got it saved properly. Now I'm going to obviously add a couple more levels here. And as you guys can see, I'm adding these levels right to my slower time frame first. Once these lines are here, I'm going to simply hit the F5 button again. That will, of course, add these labels. Now, guys, it becomes very easy. If I want to move these levels over to my faster time frame, remember, my faster time frame is the time frame we use to take the trade. So I want to make sure that I've got my slower time frame first identified and then move those levels over to my faster time frame. So of course, it's as easy as a click of a button by simply hitting the F5 button here. That will add these levels here, and as you guys can see here, right, that's the 43.63 level. And just to show you guys how it works a little better here, let me add one right in your price. Add a new level right there at 44.07. Hit my F5 button, that will save that at 44.07, and then as you can see, hit the F5 button here, and it marks the level there. Now, going one step further, we have our trade management chart, and as you guys know, I want to make sure my trade management chart has those levels as well. Hit the F5 button, and there you go. There are your exact price levels labeled and ready to go on your trade management chart. All right, so it's called the line levels indicator, guys. It's part of our download section for our advanced members. It's a proprietary indicator, and as you guys can see, it's going to allow us to mark up these levels, these specific price levels on our slower time frame, and then quickly add them to our faster and our trade management charts. Once again, make sure you have that symbol marked correctly. Under the file name for the parameters, want to make sure you have the symbol. Of course, in this case, it's 6E, and that will, of course, make sure these line levels don't disappear. Now, guys, if I want to add another line to this chart, all I have to do is simply add the horizontal line, for example, here at 44.34. Once that, of course, saves there, all I have to do is hit the F5 button, and that adds the new line at 44.34. Then again, come over to my faster time frame, hit F5 again. There's your 44.34, and over to your fastest time frame, you're at your trade management chart. And as you guys can see here, 44.34, where is it? There it is. Okay, so it adds it there automatically for you guys. Now, we've got some new improvements coming. Be on the lookout for this to be actually adding these levels automatically in the future. We're working on that. That'll be done in August. But here's some more information, guys, about our line levels indicator. Hope it helps. We'll see you in the room tomorrow.